Hi, 5 last minute tips for the SNAP exam. So those are writing the first attempt of SNAP on the 8. So these are the tips that you can use. So first is go to the entire paper. Don't skip. I mean, it's a short time. So normally what happens is when you're so engrossed in looking at a question, solving it, we don't see few of the questions in the end. My suggestion is don't miss seeing. Ensure that you see all the questions in the examination. Okay, we don't know which question will be easy, which question will be tough. It's possible that you've gone to maybe 50 questions, the last 10 questions were easy and you didn't even see it. So at least see. It doesn't take time. Just seeing a question takes around 2 or 3 seconds. I think that much time you can go through it. I'm not saying reading the question, but at least see all the questions. Ensure that you see every question that is there. Right? If you find any easy question, solve it immediately. If you find it difficult, skip it. Okay, and have a follow. But ensure that you go. So when you're solving the paper, don't keep a number in mind. Okay, try to be open, because what happens by chance, if you don't reach that number that you have in mind, you will come under pressure, and that could be a problem. So paper could be tough or easy. You push yourself during the examination. Don't think every time, okay, I've solved 10, I've solved 15, I've solved. Don't put a number in your mind. It just creates additional pressure in yourself. Just focus on your strategy and go ahead with the strategy in terms of whatever you have planned. Keeping a number saying that I have to attempt 50 questions, I have to attempt 55 questions can put a pressure on you. But yes, have a plan saying that this is the time I'll spend on this section, this is the time I'll spend on this section, this is the time I'll spend on going through the questions. Try doing that. That normally helps. Follow your strategy. You should have strategies. What if the paper is tough, or what if the paper is easy? What if the con section is tough? What if the verbal section is tough, or logic is tough? So have different strategies for different kind of papers which are there. So have strategy in place. That's very important. How much time you're going to spend on the verbal section at the start, how much time you're going to spend in logic or the con section. Distributing your time would be a better strategy than maybe focusing on number of attempts, because attempts could be high or low based on how difficult individual questions are. But if you plan the paper with proper strategy, that would help you to optimize your score in the best possible manner. Remember, there is no sectional cutoff. So in which case, focus on your strong area. Okay. Focus on easy questions and questions that takes less time. These are two things that you should look at. So don't try to spend a lot of time on questions that takes a longer time, even if it's a strong area. Keep it for the second round or in the end if you have time. Right? So no sectional cutoff. So if you feel your quant is very weak, but you're good in logic and verbal, focus on those two areas and try to get as much marks as possible, and only solve the easy questions of quant. That's how you do. So have a strategy in place based on that, the fact that there's no sectional cutoff. Don't give up till the end. A lot of people, what happens when they start the paper, they find the paper tough and then they start giving up, saying that, oh, I'll anyway not clear the cutoff, why should I say? It's just a 1 hour paper. Ensure till the whole 1 hour is up. Don't give up till the end, no matter how many attempts or what your response is. To push yourself to score as much as possible, that's as many questions as possible. You will only come to know your score and the cutoffs once the final results comes out. But when you're there in the paper for that 1 hour, give your best shot and ensure that you do well as far as the exam is concerned. Right? All the best for the exam and do well.